we've seen violent crime decrease by 12%. And we're only 6 months into my term.
What do we have to do to get some credit around here?
Well, he did finally reroute those funds. Former Governor Shrek left the South Side high and dry. And we can't forget about those masked weirdos helping us from time to time. They've been killing it lately.
Hello, hey, I'm still here.
Have you seen the chick with the red hair? She could do some things to me. I hear Apple Core hasn't been needed for months. And who is the new dude that...
Get the hell out of my office.
Boss?
Did you have to slam the door?
Well, I guess I'll turn myself off then.
You told me to keep this under wraps.
She's back.
Waking up while you're all asleep. I've got cows, they need milking. Pull on my boots, waistcoat made of tweed. I'm a man who milks to provide.
It's the life of a farmer, waking up at sunrise, spraying our sheep so they don't get stolen by rivals. And we'll drive in a tractor as slow as we like, 'cause we don't care who needs to guide. I'm a farmer.
Would it be?
Yo, bro, it's your sister. I'm worried about Desmond.
Would it be with me?
I haven't heard from her for a week.
Well, it is what it is.
She's been screwing around with Baron again. You know what that means.
What it means is what it means. Meaning it be what it is.
Baron is your old homie. Do it, or I'll tell Mom.
Goddamn diddly do. Mama's gonna kill me if I don't do what it is. But I'm out here for a reason, and that reason is what it is. Hey, I'm heading to the city. That's where I'll be. I'll be sure Tim's order's ready. He'll be here about 6.
You taking the truck?
The comic doesn't say. I might just walk. I wasn't born here. No, I wasn't born here. I left by choice. That choice I made so I could get away from it all. I continue to build that I did. So I had no reason to return to the place that I left by choice, which I wasn't born in. Still, I find my way back to that damn city that I left and wasn't born in.
You didn't think I noticed you following me?
Somebody better call that in. Nah, it'll be fine.
In case anyone was wondering, and to push the narrative along, Apple Core is en route.
It was at this moment, Apple Core was en route.
Hold or we will shoot.
I know. You will. But thanks for the reassurance. You have friends now.
We figured it was you. You were told not to come back.
At this point, like me, you're probably wondering what the fuck is going on. Thank God this isn't a comic book, and I am here to shed some light on this universe. You are in what it is, a verse. The superhumans around here are known as inepts. It all began when we allowed retards to breed. They bred and bred with each other, and now once every 1,000 or so births, TARDIS is born with a special power that they themselves don't know about. Of course, the government was quick to weaponize this, creating what is now known as the Apple Core. The Apple Core and EPS are different, though. Each has a third of a full brain, which they all share, creating one functional brain. The closer together they are, the smarter and quicker they can all think. You know, the further away from each other they are, the more retarded they become. I don't quite know how it all works, but it is something the government worked with Elon Musk with, creating some kind of neural link between the Apple Core. Well, most inepts are retarded, as only retards can become inepts. Being retarded somehow makes room for some form of additional ability that normal humans just can't seem to awaken. When the first inepts were discovered, A certain group of people wanted to destroy them all at birth for the safety of humanity. Another group of people claimed it was the next mutation of humanity and should be cherished. Of course, the activist won, and so the government needed a way to not only get in on the action and weaponize them, but needed a way to combat them if they had any problems, and so Apple Corps was born. As our Yihar Ra, she seems to be smarter than the average inept at this point. No one knows why. And when it comes to a very simple man, he claims he was once a superhero but decided to hang up his costume. I personally do not believe he himself knows what powers he has, but I have spoken enough and I best not spoil anymore. That said, isn't it great to get some context as to what is going on? Imagine if we just continued without giving you some information about the world.
You can pick your food up on the other side, my man.
What it be Baron is. So ask I do would be Baron around. Would he?
He would have let us know if he was expecting someone. Shoot him an email.
You see what it is. I'm an old friend of his. That what it is. My name is a very simple man. That's what it is. And well, you see, I just happen to be in town. That's where I'll be. And since I am in town, figured, goddamn diddly do, I'll stop in and say hi. That's what I figured.
Sure you are. But you can't just waltz in here demanding to speak to the owner. I'm afraid you'll have...
Who is it? I see some ugly-looking brother on the security camera, and look who it is. I knew who it was, so I don't even know why I asked who it is. Come on in. I'll give you a tour of the spot while you're here. It has been a minute, Mr. Simple Man. You can't be doing well if I don't know what you're up to. Looking for some work.
No, I say no. You see, what it is that I'm not looking for work, you see. It is a no to that what it be.
You sure? I could use a couple more hands in the kitchen.
You know it is that I am thankful for what it is that you be considering me for. But it isn't what it be that I be wanting, if you know what I mean. But there is something that, you know, I really do want to ask you. You know I'm not here to be in your business, that what I not be here for, but be here I am for that which I was told to be here for. And that is me looking for Desmond. Desmond be that which I am here for.
And what they sent you to me? You a detective now?
You know where she at? Where she be? You know, look, I'll level with you. If I don't do what it is I am here to do, that is find Desmond, and Mama's gonna kill me, okay?
Follow me. Sit down.
Now you see I'm good that I am. So that would be no, I don't want to be seated that I don't.
Not a request. In our first year of high school, you and I competed for roster spots on the freshman team. You were a decent athlete, but you didn't make it. The coaches didn't even try to find room for you. But you didn't complain. You didn't even try out again next year. You spent the next years being a subpar student. That fine sister of yours outperformed you academically and athletically, but you never seemed envious. That made me curious. We were cool, but I didn't admire you. You had both of your parents around, a good household, and you somehow managed to amount to nothing. You just faded into the shadows, rarely heard from, set up for success, and you did nothing with it. When people like me go away like that, we're usually dead or in jail, yet I built myself an empire. Some of it the legal way, some of it not so much, but an empire nonetheless. Lovely young ladies like Desmond are useful to me at this juncture of my career. Unless you're trying to mop my kitchen floors, you are not. We haven't connected in a while, so since we go back and all, I'll award you such a warning. Whatever's going on with Desmond is none of your concern. She's grown. This is what you're gonna do. Tell her mother she's fine. Then find your way back to whatever hole you crawled out of. Tuck, get this man an application and escort him out of my club.
Is she actually all right, though? By that, I mean Desmond is Desmond, all right? And what I also mean to say I will is this. If you expect me to do, if I'm understanding this correctly, and you are saying that you expect me to lie to Desmond's mom, you're on one. Where is she? And I diddly do repeat myself. Where is she?
Your super farts won't work on me. Ever since I got the jab, I haven't been able to smell anything.
And by the way, who the hell were you talking to like that? That'd be disrespect. That would it be. Outright disrespecting me. That's what it was. Baron, if you're planning on pulling out your pistols, I suggest that I diddly do. I suggest you do it now. That's what I say. But you are going to answer my question honestly, that you are.
Tonight is the moneymaker, and it'll take forever to get your blood off the floor. My elite is going to drag you up out of here.
Elite, you're hiring the nets.
I'm always for hire if the price is right. As usual, you lose.
From where I'm laying, I say you've won nothing. Nothing you won, that's what I say.
I'm gonna need you to bounce. Get up out of here.
I can see my farm from here. I damn diddly dooley though. I think I just came. Guess I do that he hired you to clean. Clean up, he did indeed hire you for.
Who is he? And why are you dressed like a faggot?
Faggot. That idiot thinks that all of this man meat is faggot flavored. It is what it is, but goddamn diddly do, I sure got her fooled. That's right, fooled her I have.
What do you all want? No amount of super police could stop me unless I wanted you to.
It can stop me. I could. You said could stop me. That's not proper English. That's what it's not. That said, what it be about these super police that you say? Now, I don't know who you think that I am, but I am not who it is that you think that I am being.
God, you can dribble some shit.
You got the wrong guy. The wrong guy say you have. Also, would it be treating me like a rag doll in the air? Say, I ain't no rag doll to be thrown around in the air that I say. Tired I am of this that I am.
I bet this will send a message to the right guy.
This one is going to be tough. Be tough that it is. It's train my body I have. Trained to do things people like me shouldn't be able to do.
There are 3 of us here. Should we catch him?
Although train my body is to do things people like me shouldn't be able to do, there is one thing my body cannot do regardless of the amount of training. That is to say that my body cannot seem to be trained to do this thing that it can't seem to do. And what that thing is, it can't seem to do is fly. I can't fucking fly.
Brother, man, you didn't have to come up. I would have waited like everyone else.
Nonsense, Tim. You've been our greatest customer for months.
Thanks. It's been a crazy year, Abe. Moved both my mother and daughter to the ranch. That's why I'm always cleaning you out.
More mouths to feed, among other things. Well, we've got plenty, especially when you pay ahead of time. You guys have a lot of resources. Why are you giving us so much business anyway?
Other uses for the land, so we don't got as much going on. I know my fam moved in, but there's plenty moving out. That bothering you at all?
The city is enticing, but business hasn't slowed down much. Just not as many people coming in person. That's what delivery is for, though. Simple Man's thinking of moving that in-house, too.
That damn Simple Man gotta be one of the most ambitious kids I know. You and him both.
We tried, Tim. It's been nice chatting with you, eh? I'm going to shut everything down for the night. You take care here. Y'all can take off for the day if you'd like. Looks like Mr. Simple Man's going to be gone for a while, so if one of you strapping, sturdy, deliciously looking lads want to stay, I could use an extra pair of hands. I know you could use the pay.
I gotta get back to the city before the Civil War happens. Got some skateboarding to do.
I'm up for anything so long as you're paying.
I love the work ethic. I think it's time you met my ranchers and get trained up, because at this rate, we're going to need someone to replace our boss.
Tell me, what was your favorite part of Isom?
My favorite part of Isom is when he was thrown across the sky and landed on top of a parked car. Now, it isn't so much that he was thrown into a parked car. It was that all 3 Alpha Corps were standing around it, and not one of them decided to catch him.
Do you really blame them? Would you have caught Isom?
You make a good point. I don't think I would have.
Neither would I, my friend. Neither would I.
I guess that brings us to our message of the day for the kids. Kids, not everyone is worth saving. Not every comic book is worth buying. Some comic books look good, are created for an idea. People can rally behind an idea once. Create a good story, however, and the story will sell itself. The message today, kids, is that you do not have to back an idea if the product supporting the idea is absolute dog shit. Let me give you an example, kids. Imagine I created an ice cream, but the cause the ice cream was created for was to save all of Eternia. You bought the ice cream, tasted it, and it tasted like crap. Would you continue to buy the ice cream just to support the cause? No, of course not. Now imagine if you gave feedback to me, telling me how bad my ice cream tasted. Naturally, you would expect that the feedback would improve the ice cream, right? But what if I just decided to label you a detractor instead? Would you continue to buy my ice cream?
No, I would certainly not. Especially if I have given feedback and was then turned into the enemy. Feedback can help your product, which in turn can help your cause.
I am sorry to interrupt, but can we just get on with the fucking parody already?
Apple Core brought the cunt to us not that long ago. This makes no sense.
He was dropped from the sky and landed on a car. Don't know why the Apple Core didn't just catch him. They were all standing around there watching it. Thing is, he survived, so he's got to be some kind of inept too.
None of our initial tests indicate that he is.
That doesn't mean he isn't. We know he's retarded. Perhaps he's just more retarded than most.
We also don't know who the cunt is. No ID and no one recognises him.
Yeah, he still could be an inept. We haven't catalogued every retarded power that is out there. It is actually possible that the retarded gene we are trying to detect is just too retarded to be detected.
Cunt also had an ankle bracelet on. We couldn't remove it. When he arrived, he was unresponsive but not in a coma.
How very interesting. Yeah, having known of these oddities, you decided to put him on the first floor.
Oh shit, the fucking cunt's gone.
Are you sure you're not an inept?
Well, thankfully the sun has gone down, that it has, and I'm on the worst side of the city where all the weird people are. I suppose I'll fit right in. That I will.
Nice. You looking?
These idiots don't even think it is bizarre that I'm walking around in a hospital gown with no shoes. No shoes, I say, that I do. But though no shoes I have, that I don't. But I do say, and again, I do again say, I repeat that I do, that is to say, I do need a new set of clothes. That is for sure. I didn't do 100% need. Some attire, and my phone should be in my truck. Might just quickly run back to the farm and grab them that I might. Hopefully hopefully she has picked up on my ping. You see, I wear these tracking bracelets so people can find me, which probably sounds like a stupid idea, to be honest. But it is what it is, you see, and be that it is what it is. And because it is what it is, hope I do that. My ping she picks up.
There you are.
Thank goddamn diddly do. Keep the car running and I'll explain.
What happened to you?
Now that you're here, let me just squeeze my cheeks and turn off my ass tracker. Done. What it is that I need you to drive. I need to pick up my ride that I need.
That ain't what I asked you. I didn't even understand what was happening. I got a message that your ass tracker went off and it sent me your location. That thing's only used in emergencies, so I came as fast as I could.
You see, what it is that I fell on a car. Then I was taken to the hospital, saw the doctor, and I acted accordingly. It's nothing.
You think I'm stupid? You're still in a hospital gown.
Now I snuck out. That isn't important.
You're knotted and scratched up. Did Baron do this to you?
Yes and no. I did go and see him. But what it is I got caught in an accident. If you don't mind, can you take me to a clothing place so I can update my attire?
Bro, my bad on this. I knew he was on some other stuff, but I didn't.
This ain't on you. Just don't tell Mom about this. But I'm paying him another visit.
Absolutely not. I'll take your initial advice and call the law,
Now, considering how he acted when I asked him there's something to this, the police may make it worse, that they may, I'll be careful and I'll keep you posted on Desmond. As you know, I can handle myself besides being put in hospital, that is. I'll give you more details later. Just let me give myself a new set of clothes and regroup.
If you don't update me every other hour, I'm telling Mom.
Truth be told, I don't give a flying fuck about Desmond. This is about respect. And I almost forgot what it was about.
Also, your butt crack is showing.
That's right. Disrespect. That be what this is about. That clown talked down to me, and that won't go unaddressed. You see, what it is lack of respect. That's what it is. Ain't no detractor going to disrespect me and get away with it. I'm going to tackle the situation head on and handle it accordingly. That I am.
I never really considered fucking a cow before.
Most don't. When you live in such an enriched city, you become numb to how things with nature can be. It's also the way to get the smoothest milk, with stuff in abundance and right around the corner. City folk forget how it got there, or have no clue in the first place. People may shun our types that live out in the valley, but will never be without work. And with city folk always wanting the smoothest milk. Only few of us farmers know how to do that. Appreciate you staying late, kid. Go in and clock out, and we'll see you tomorrow. So, you ain't dead after all?
You see, what it is a close call. That's what it is. But lucky for me, dead I am yet not. I know already I do that. The fort hold down, you will. But situation handle, I must in the city, that I do.
I got your ass pinged. I was going to head your way after we wrapped up. What? You committing to the vigilante life now?
The ranch comes first. I am glad I am that stay put you did. And you know that's not who I am that you do. There's enough retards in Flaggsville, and I seem to run into one every time I'm in town. I got caught in a mess. I got caught in, I did diddly did. And some chick about destroyed me.
Did you at least get her number?
Anyway, who knows when I'll be back. Could be tonight, could be days. I'm just trying out a few different outfits, which I want to go back to a certain club in later. I'll hit y'all if I need you.
What are you going to do?
You diddly do understand I'm older and blacker than you, right?
That's not at all helpful, you stubborn moron. Whatever you do, be careful.
I've been pondering on how to approach this for the last few minutes. The last few hours, I was trying on a different outfit. I'm not a detective. I could really jack this up, and I'm probably taking this too personal. I know I'm taking this too damn personally. This is about disrespect. I mean, I was disrespected. A clear lack of respect was shown to me, and that is something that I just cannot live with. If I am to die, I will by being sure that I stood up to my diddly disrespect. That I will. You see what it is about being a man. The moral code, the code of a virtuous person, knowing that when you died, no wrong you did and no shit you took.
When I saw you on the security camera breaking into the clothing store next door, then stealing that outfit you got on.
Excuse me. How dare you? How dare you speak to me that way? You do see that I am black, right? We don't break into places. We enter them with the key to the city that we have been provided with. I see your disrespect. I say, I see your disrespect. As for these clothes and me stealing them, again, black, we don't steal. I've simply borrowed these clothes from the store and will return them when I am done with them. You see a black man at night and pass judgment on me. How dare you?
Please forgive me. I meant no disrespect. In fact, if you go to the website Coffee Brand Coffee and use the promo code BLACK, I'll ship you a free bag of coffee for my rudeness.
That does seem fair. Better make it 2 bags since I'm black. But let me ask you something. You ever been to Club Perk, the spot down the road?
For 2 bags, sure. As for Club Perk, dude, that place is way out of my pay grade. It's not for guys like me, nor you.
Not for guys like me. You passing judgment again, cracker. 3 bags now. You know, if they have girls around the spot, doesn't look like much of a strip joint.
3 bags? Sure. And no, it's not a strip joint. But that spot is the spot. I doubt drinks are the only thing on the menu, though I've never been there.
Very well then. You can go now. Desmond could be Baron's assistant. She could be doing other kinds of work. Who am I kidding? I don't give a fuck. I gotta stop acting fake concern. All I really just want to do is punch him in his mouth. That I do. Baron's arrogant enough to write me off. Or is he? Either way, he can't expect me to come back on the same night. That he can't.
We're wasting time.
We're exactly where we need to be. Now tell me, what do you see?
A bunch of rich bozos. And bozos pretending to be rich bozos.
Sure, exactly.
Uh-huh.
You just described the entire Lower East Side of Flaggettsville, if not the city itself. Say special people or those with influence among the stragglers who wish to be in their spots, pretending the pulse of the town is maintained between these walls on this night.
And keeping tabs on the major movers without having to be everywhere. So you're thinking about buying this place out?
Potentially. It's more about the idea and less about the specific place. Imagine having that knowledge base at your fingertips.
While remaining discreet or blending in. This is a perfect city, but we are the visitors. Something like that could be crucial.
If our last project showed us anything, it's that we need to start considering scale in our approaches.
We have an issue out back.
I still don't have a plan. Plans I never have. My sense of pride is just about the only thing carrying me through. That is what it be. I know this is ill-advised, but this has always been me that it has. That is to say that plan stuff I don't do. When you plan, prep for the absolute worst. And when you don't have a plan, make it up, you do along the way. It's much like when I write or tell a story. No story I have, no tale in my head there is. I start off with man, and then I think about how he is to be respected.
Day 347 of being a girl. My weight still seems to be a problem. I'm trying to lose a few more kilos around the thighs. The thighs seem to be a lady's worst nightmare.
Desmond? I say Desmond. Is that you?
A simple man. A very simple man. What are you? Oh God.
I honestly didn't expect to run into you so easily. Truth be told, I was sent out to find you, but then gave up and couldn't care. Yeah, here you are. Your mother's worried about you, that she is.
Oh no.
I'm not here to judge you. Judge you here, I'm not for. What it is a total coincidence. That's what it be. Bump into you. I did not intend, but since we have bumped into one another, found you now are. Tell me, I say, tell me if you are here involuntary.
Hey, leave the young trans woman alone.
Desmond, you got to give me something. Desmond, come back.
You cannot be harassing our trans women. I saw you reach out and touch her lady dick. That is just unacceptable. You need to move along now.
You see, this is what they do. Let me ask you, I say. Let me ask you something. What is wrong? I say, what is wrong with a public dick stroking between friends?
Man, do you even know where you're at?
Let me be clear. I'm perfectly aware of where that is that I am currently at. That is to say that my current location, no, I do. Here I came without much in mind, still nothing in mind have I. Thanks to you, that is to say, many thanks be upon you for that which I am about to do. I say act accordingly I will with that which about to do I am.
Oh, and what might that be?
You'll see, I say you'll see in a bit. I'm just rumbling up some juice inside, and luckily for me, a set of clothes I borrowed is plenty breathable. Though breathable, this chosen attire is prefer I do that touch the merch, you do not. And here comes.
The entrance is on the other side, pal.
Hey!
This is the idiot from earlier.
You see, this is how it is. Take me, you will quietly to Baron, and I won't blow this place apart. You feel me?
We have an issue out back.
This is how they are. This is what they do. Offer, you do a peaceful way to do this and take the hard-boiled road they daily do. You should know that everything about to happen from this point forward, on you it is. Bitches leave. I mean, what I mean to diddly do say is, ladies, suggest I do to you that this opportunity take to leave you diddly do. I ain't sparing anybody that's crazy enough to jump in this. That I ain't.
Who is this jackass?
A very bold man.
He'll be lucky if he can still walk after he's escorted out of here.
Are you not aware of who runs this place?
Things don't have to get any more out of hand they already have become. Just take me to Baron and I won't ruin your little get together. That I won't.
I got the alert. The big guy should be down here in a bit.
Looks like you'll be seeing someone, all right?
So be it. I say, it be so. You in the back, hold that door for me, you will.
This man's insane.
Desmond picked the right time to leave.
Hold that door. Told you I diddly did.
I don't answer to you.
So, it is you. I must admit you have a pair, but you should be dead after what that chick did to you.
My beat with you, it is not. Your master take me to you will.
Is amnesia a side effect of your power? I ain't gotta do nothing but drag you out. Again.
Then catch the street we will. I say, the street we will catch.
I tell the boss to check the security camera out back. I told him we should have ensured your defeat, but even I didn't think you'd be dumb enough to come right back. This is why you heroes often end up dead.
No one's hero, I say. No hero I am. I did to your shot caller with respect and met I was with disrespect. That cannot be tolerated. I say tolerated disrespect cannot be. Quick work of you I am going to make. Then walk I will into that sleaze fest and break Baron's face I shall. Do not credit heroism when all of this takes place. Blame yourselves you will, but credit me you should.
If you weren't so self-absorbed, you could see there's a lot of money to be made in being what you are. You wouldn't have to lose 3 consecutive fights for free. If you're special, they call you an inept. You and I know that's a generalization. We differ in many ways, different paths to being what we are. A scale. And this is why I'm not fond of the term inept.
It's just a term that used people do to identify. Caught on it has, and here we are. Has nothing it diddly does with this fight about to have we are.
And that's why it's a problem. It attempts to place people like us on the same plane. We are not equals. I can now quit messing with my money. Since when could you do that?
Shut up and fight, I say, and let me be clear. Shut up and fight, say I.
If I kill you tonight, there will be 0 repercussions.
If get up, you do. Say again, I will. If get up, you diddly do, end up dead from this you be.
Freeze? Is that sand twat?
This guy must have got kicked out of Club Perk.
His hands where I can see them.
You're really going to take this scumbag side. I say again, this scumbag side taking you are. Don't you know who he is?
Down on the ground, now.
Goddamn diddly do.
If he could fly, why did he run?
I called it during the chase. He won't get far.
I was here with you during that chase, and I didn't see you call in shit. This could be an Apple core problem.
I cannot fly, but what I can do is ride my own breeze. And while it is still hot, bend my own air diddly do. Essentially, I am my own airbender. I think I need to go to Atuna's house. Hope I do home. My sister is. Long way it is. Need some wheels, I do. Truck would be nice. Yes, nice truck. I diddly do need. Oh, heavenly warehouse above, I do cry. Requesting 3D and asset for free. Bless me, can you, with a truck I can drive. For it is what it is, so now it shall be.
Bro, it's damn near 2 in the morning. You could have texted me.
And yet answer the door unarmed you do. Clarify I shall. Unarmed you answer the door. Bought that gun I did for you for a reason, and that reason using the gun for you or not.
I saw it was you on the security camera. You look terrible. You didn't try to run up on Baron at the club tonight, did you?
That's exactly what I did do. I would have had it handled had it been not for the cops. that is handled, I would have had it.
So you ran from the cops. This is bad, bro. That's enough. I would have never told you to see Baron if I'd known this would happen. You're going to get yourself killed.
The cops aren't the issue. That is the issue. The cops are not. That said, it. I diddly did ran into Desmond. That I diddly did. She's alive. Alive she is. But she seemed distraught. Whatever Baron is up to with her, deep it is.
Damn. This is bad, bro. Baron's reach is a lot further than you think.
Regroup, I do need to, that I do. This is no longer a Desmond problem. Truth be told, I couldn't give a shit about her, but you better tell Mom she's alive. But considering the ruckus I caused, Baron could do something. That is to say, something Baron could diddly do. He knows us. That's the problem, I say. Repeat, I do. The problem that is, know us, he does. I need to work quick work I need to. He doesn't know where to find me. Basically a ghost of the city I am living out of. But you're a lot more visible. Say I will again, a lot more visible you are. Watch your back, need to, you will, while figure this out. I diddly do.
I doubt he'd try something with me considering who I work for.
About that, don't know I do. Let me clarify, I don't know about that. It just means he won't be as forward with it that he won't be. Take any chances, we cannot.
I suppose I could.
Mama? Uncle Dad?
Vaseline! You're supposed to be in bed. I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good. I should come see my daughter, niece more often anyways. No, I do. It's been tough on you without me. That it has, I'm sure.
She's handled this about as well as anybody her age could, but she does ask about you a lot.
Vaseline, I've got to get back home. Back home, I have to go. And you and my little daughter, niece, have to get back to bed. That you do. I'll tuck you in. What are you, like 8 now? You're entirely too big for me to be carrying you like this, that you are. Sorry to wake you, I am, but back to bed it is. You must go.
But Uncle Father, I never get to see you.
I know. I'll try to fix that I will. I've got to get back home, though. And you're up on a school night, my little Vaseline.
Bro, take a look at this before you leave. Security footage near the lobby. This is the last day we saw Desmond at Prolapsus.
How long was she pacing like that?
Roughly 5 minutes. Then she takes a phone call. After that, she hesitates as if she's going to go back to the elevator, but she storms out of the building. I don't know how this could help us, but she's scared out of her mind.
Not here, she isn't scared out of her mind, that is. Look at how she monitors her surroundings. She's trying not to cause too much of a scene. This is too controlled to be feared. This is anger. I say anger, this is definitely anger. That said, the hesitation says a lot. It's about time. Something may have happened too early. Something she thought she could hold off.
You think it's Baron on that call? A debt, maybe?
I don't diddly know. And right now, I don't diddly care. We have to look out for us now. I'm out. You need to carry that piece wherever you go, even to your job.
Right now, we're both super stressed and super hyped. I know a way that we can relax each other.
I diddly do suppose that I could spare a few minutes, that I could.
This time, however, do you mind screaming out my name instead of your own?
You know, the word empire is used very loosely. All people know is to associate it with wealth and power. But what exactly is it? At what point does an enterprise become an empire? An empire is a state of existence. That's because it isn't about mere wealth and power. It's about control and respect. It never stops being built, but you know when it begins to crumble. Flaggettsville is massive. I'd like to think I'm the top dog, but I'm not the only dog. There are little enterprises around this city that wait for us to make mistakes, but they know to do just that. Wait, sure, every so often there's a baby gangsta that'll do something stupid to get his head blown off. But it's been a while since someone actually had the guts to directly test us. This club is seen as untouchable, so this is not trivial. Doing all of this for a broad, which is exactly why this cannot be dealt with delicately. This would galvanize our enemies. So, we're going to address this. It'll be a message for all. My history with them gives us an advantage. I'm sending a memo in the morning with details of this man and what I expect from you. You'll immediately realize one thing. Certain things ain't off limits.
Sir, we don't technically open for another 2 hours. You'll have to, wait, I believe I do remember you. Ericsom, wasn't it?
Just call me Simple Man. And really, you have a memory on you. but that story is for another diddly day that it is.
Not exactly. You're just the only person that has ever returned something to me. You don't forget things like that.
That's actually the reason I diddly dropped by. You wouldn't happen to have kept that old thing, would you?
Follow me. Much has changed since you were last here. I have a lot of stories that you probably won't believe.
I've gotten in 3 or 4 different fights that I have. Checked in and out of a hospital. Borrowed some clothes that I'm wearing, and it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. Try me. Okay. So for your first story, you can tell me what the hell happened here.
Again, much has changed. As you can tell, we've done a few renovations to this building. It no longer serves as a store. This acts as a base of operations of sorts.
We must be going diddly down because I diddly didn't see much of a second floor.
I decided to sign up above saying which direction we were going. What tipped you off?
That what it says? I'm sorry, but I diddly don't read Braille.
Well, we were on the second floor, Mr. Simple Man. I've moved on from the occasional uniform designs. And once my contract with the Micro Midget Wrestling League expired, things really started to change. Once word got around, people asked me to either create or alter their garments. You were one of the first. Certain commissions just weren't worthwhile anymore.
Well, you've certainly upgraded, that's for sure. This explains why I thought I was at the wrong place. I can tell this isn't just some rinkety-dinkety costume shop.
Some of my customers aren't even from here. Therefore, their compensation can be a little unorthodox. But that makes it even more valuable. Have you heard of Rubba-Dub-Dub and Metacorian? Such fascinating materials that aren't exactly in abundance on this planet.
This is unbelievable and quite blue it is. Tell me, if we are underground, well, I say again, why are there windows up there?
Yes, the one does not question the wisdom of the asset god. We prayed for a warehouse and our prayers were answered. Question not the asset god, for it has a plan for us all.
I see, but why here? You don't get scared of someone coming along to diddly destroy it all.
You think this is my only building. You underestimate the magnitude of this operation. Don't look at this through the scope of the local designer you once knew. My commissions bring a clientele that would raise the under-earth if someone even thought about laying a finger on me. But I'm prepared in the event of a poorly advised attempt. As an example, you're only on this floor because I allow you to be. And if you felt rather bold enough to commit a mistake, you wouldn't make it back to the elevator.
Settle diddly down, you should. Here to cause issue, I am not.
You asked. Let's talk about why you came. To answer your question, yes, your suit is here. Seems like you want it back. When you returned it, you seemed so very sure. I offered to make any adjustments needed, and you were decisive.
Look, if offended you, I did. My apologies, except you should. Returning it was more of a symbolic thing to ensure I was diddly done with this. What came up, something did. And though I'd like to avoid it, my suit again, need I will.
Oh, you can't have it back.
What?
No, not at least in this state. Every single design has my touch on it, so when you wear it, you're representing me. Especially when it's your type. This is such an outdated design that I'm almost embarrassed by it. Let me ask you, what is the most important thing you'd like this suit to accomplish?
Absorb fall damage.
When I asked you that before, you didn't even have an answer. It seems that we've both grown. I take it you want something for your hands and head now.
No, I say that is a negative on that. Repeat, I shall. No, I say in reply to that which you diddly did indeed just ask me. I just need it as lightweight as it was. Let me clarify myself. As lightweight as it was, I needed to be.
There are several options in that department. Very well. Let's make sure the measurements are still the same. You look a bit fatter than I remember you. Try it on, and we'll make the adjustments from there.
Still fits. We ain't diddly done quite yet.
My eyes and nose run 'cause of the pollen. A yearly problem. A yearly problem. Oh. Is someone cutting the grass? Cause I'm covered in a rash. Piriton doesn't ease it. Itchy eyes and uncontrollable sneezing. Can't stop sneezing.
Saw on the TV, pollen counts increasing. I feel uneasy. Yeah, I feel uneasy. Oh. Is someone cutting their grass? Cause I'm covered in a rash. And Piriton doesn't ease it. Itchy eyes, I've come to despise all the flowers. All the flowers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was my first time seeing them live, and holy crap!
I knew they were big, but that vocalist is an absolute porker.
And they're junk. I swear to God I saw one of their rods glow.
I've never seen anything like that. He was actually playing the guitar with his penis. I thought it was a third hand.
What it is a verse. We will win.
Great show, I say. We're going to catch some fresh air and we'll help you tear down. It would seem your instincts were correct. I now sense them.
This side of the Earth has always had abnormal occurrences, but I fear this is a threat that only we can truly comprehend.
They were never the types to operate with such stealth. Their return alone is worrisome, but the behavioral change is perhaps the most daunting. We may need to cancel this tour and get to the bottom of this. It is no longer the time for play.
I disagree. Remember why we do this. Besides, there isn't much that we can do until they make a move. We just need to stay alert. We cannot risk calling in the cavalry quite yet.
I would not suggest such a thing as it would send this realm into chaos. I do suppose if they are here, this run will assist us in nailing down their exact whereabouts. It had been a very long time since we've had a reason to get involved in the affairs of Earth. If it is time, they will soon find out. Our lyrics are not make-believe.
That they will. That they diddly will. Question. Is there any reason we are standing around showing off our powers to each other? Why did we call ourselves Sufrika for again? What a shit name.
It could have been worse. We could have gone with Norfrika.
Respect, I say, respect the source material. Let me just clarify that for you. Again, do not diddly disrespect the source material.
Well, Tuna, you okay? Though I've never seen you this way, I know what stress looks like. Is it about the merger?
No, just had a long night. I'm good.
So it's just me, huh?
You've been on the board longer than I have. This isn't our first purchase.
This one isn't some failed startup with a decent idea. This new territory worries me.
You didn't seem at all concerned when we were still in discussions. Your intuition is a little late, don't you think?
That was my mistake. I'll email you and the rest of the team with some findings by the end of the day.
And of course, I'm the first one here, beside the nameless guy in the elevator, that is. What the fuck?
Aye, you reaching that purse, we're gonna have problems. But thanks for joining us. Cozy spot you have here. Kind of familiar, reminds me of my own office. You've done well for yourself. Don't ponder too hard trying to figure out what's taking place here. I need your full attention. More than likely, you put him up to this. I figured we'd catch up in proprietor persona. How's a little Vaseline, by the way?
Barrett! I swear to God, if you...
Rhetorical. You ain't doing nothing. Now get the fuck up. Your involvement aggravates me because you should know better. We'll handle him when we find him, but I need some answers. I watched that brother of yours do some real athletic stuff. Apparently, he took out my inept. How did he do it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's woman, you've got the nerve to play stupid with me? I'll...
All right, that's enough. No mistake. You're only here because I allow you to be. Crazy coincidence. That's exactly what the Cut and Tuck shop owner said at the end of the last episode.
You're only on this floor because I allow you to be.
I need to come up with better dialogue.
Damn.
I just needed to see what you were up to. By the way, I fired every one of those backstabbing moles. I hope you paid them well. Escort him out through the front. I want everybody to see it. But before you go, don't ever put your hands on anybody working for this company.
That almost hurt. You know you messed up, right?
Shut up and move.
Why is my own security guard telling me to shut up and move?
Are you all right? I would not have let that go on if I knew he would do that.
I'll be fine. Alan, I'm so sorry. I didn't think he would be this bent out of shape.
In casual conversation, I remember you bringing up the fact that you knew him. What on earth have you gotten yourself into?
I don't know what to do.
Look, Baron knows he can't just push me around. Maybe that irritates him. Don't worry about your daughter. I sent extra guards to the Prolapsus campus. We'll make sure she gets transported here after her studies. You both should hang out here for a few days. It looks as if we now have a mutual problem. Tell me everything.
I think the coast is clear. You should go check it out to make sure.
Absolutely not. You're cute, but I don't even know you. I'll stay here all night if I have to. That thing looked like one of the Brigaders from Silo Comics.
Who?
What? You're wearing a... Of course.
It's all good, that it is. Here to save you. That is to say, here I am to save you. What I mean is, and let me just clarify this, safe you now are.
Thanks so much, man.
Who are you? Did you kill that thing?
Not exactly. I'm a very simple man. You can call me Ericsom. The area is being secured and it is still a madhouse outside that it is. I'm just here to save any stragglers that I am.
That was the most chaotic thing I'd ever seen. I'm positive I saw that thing kill one of the officers. It happened so fast and then everything just stopped.
This place cleared out in an instant, but we couldn't make it to the exit. I thought we for sure were left for dead.
I literally did get here as fast as I could, but I assumed there was no way that everybody got out. Let's get you out of here and I'll keep running your shit. Now out of here you must get...
Oompa Loompa.
What? People wrongfully assume that we have it under control. The good guys are always expected to win, that they are. This is our mind projecting our rational diddly desires onto reality. We know this can't possibly be the case, that we do. The problem is, had I not stopped to give this monologue, I probably could have saved the girl. But instead, I chose to stand there looking like a dumb fuck whilst I let my brain talk to me. This is why so many of us are unprepared. That is unprepared, many of us are. Even the heroes trick themselves into believing this, that they do. And this is why so many of them have no idea how to respond when evil wins. It wasn't the first fight I lost, but I never felt so helpless. It outmatched me in every way, and it couldn't be reasoned with. Truth be told, I was trapped within my own head, monologuing to myself as one does. I didn't diddly expect it to crush her head in front of me.
So, you quit, just because you want to pretend it away does not mean that evil isn't present.
I know, Frederick.
And that makes it worse. More than anybody, you know what happens when heroes fall short. Had you not been there, there'd be two families getting that dreadful visit. You gave up because you couldn't save that girl. But you failed to save more with your inaction. It'll take me some days to get it ready. In the meantime, please think about if you really want to do this. I'm not your father, but that suit has my cum on it. I mean, that suit has my imprint on it. Yes, better. It's reasonable that there are certain expectations. These are my conditions. The next time I see you had better only be for upgrades. No more quitting.
Diddly deal. What the diddly hell? Tim, you know better than to leave the house door open. This fool must have dozed off. You see, this is why you leave the door closed. Damn bugs.
We don't want you, Mom.
Goddamn diddly demon shit. What the fuck are you? That hurt, motherfucker.
He will be seeing you soon.
I can't catch a break. You see, this is what they do. They pop up from nowhere and burn your shit down. Demons from God knows diddly where. I stood there watching my farm burn, and only two things came to mind. One, I'm glad I saved this outfit that I am wearing. And two, I still haven't punched Baron in the mouth.
I've already called Goober. We know the fire department ain't getting down here in time. What happened in their boss man? Where's Tim?
Shit, Mr. Simple Man.
It was what is known as an ambush, that it is. An ambush was what it was. Tim's location, no, not do I. Missing he be, and clarify I shall. Know where Tim is, I do not. He was not in there, at least I don't think he was. But dark inside it was, so dead he could be.
Looks like you got a cut there, it looks bad. Let me dress that with a med kit.
Pick me as a magician at fixing up guys. Pick me, work your magic.
I wish I was an actual magician. Instead, I just run a podcast telling women how to get men by being more of a woman. Shame I'm still single though. I think every farmer in the area has plowed through me, yet none want to settle down. It's strange. I know I'm a catch.
Oh, you're definitely a catch pick me. Myself have plowed through you on many occasions, and I must say nothing wrong I find it. Clarify I shall. Nothing wrong with you I do literally don't find. Truth be told, the world is still getting used to trannies. Just hang in there, pick me.
Pick me blew me the other night, and I couldn't tell the difference. But back to this fire. It looks like it can't spread much, but we've got to get this put out. That explosion had all of the livestock spooked. You said you were ambushed? The coyotes should know better by now.
This is going to sound crazy. I say again, crazy this is going to sound. But I literally don't know what they were. And when I say what, mean I do that which attack me. They look like demons, huge claws, standing straight up they were, and important that is since no four-legged beast were they.
Has he lost a lot of blood? He may be losing it.
No, this is just a small scratch. But this isn't some animal attack. His skin is punctured but also burned. If it was from the fire, it'd be all over him. They're done. Would you like a blowjob?
What the? We've got company.
Of course we got company. You did call Goober, right? Told me you did when arrived here that Goober called you have. These are his drones which put out fires, each holding about a cup of water. But best they not question that and just be grateful someone is helping. As for the blowjob, rain check, I will take. Say again, a rain check, I will take.
Let me do my job.
Scan complete. No life detected.
Secure the second floor. I'll take care of the gas line.
Engaging.
Let's address the disaster of yesterday. There were several miscalculations here. We weren't on our game, and it could cost us.
And why are we just now debriefing? We generally address the mission right after completion.
This mission is not complete. I spent the rest of the day going through my contracts and preparing for this very meeting. Gala, what we are dealing with is a very serious matter that could be beyond your understanding.
I don't doubt the seriousness at all. And I know we're ineptic, but it still hurts to be reminded we're retarded. I did some surface level research on her, but clearly there's plenty that I'm not aware of. What do you know that I don't? That would be the only relevant information at the moment.
I don't need to be reminded of your investigative talents. Mutsu spoke highly of them, and truth be told, it's the only reason you're wearing that suit.
Actually, that's not true. The reason I am wearing this suit is because we all only have 1/3 of a functioning brain. But before we were chosen by this program and had our brains connected via a neural net, none of us could string a sentence together. This program allowed us to become smarter as the three of us remained in close proximity. So just be grateful. I am here and you're still not licking spoons.
I wasn't saying that as an insult. It's your strength. I wish sharing our brain would also send our thoughts instantly to one another, but alas, we have to do it via speaking, so listen carefully. By all indications, there's relatively limited intel. She showed up a few years ago and I was summoned to deal with her. Rarely am I ever tested, and when given the opportunity, I gave her the out. She took it, and now we see that she ignored our negotiation.
You see, this is the problem with trying to do something on your own, Baldwin. You have 1/3 of a functioning brain, and the further away from you we are, the more retarded you become. We were all told this. We all tested this. And you decided to negotiate without us with you? Are you insane? It's like, you let her go, so you must not believe her to be evil. But we just watched her drop a man from Lord knows how high. Somehow I get the feeling you don't still see her as a threat.
She's a threat, just not to us. But may I remind you that we three were as close together as we could be without having a threesome. Yet all three of us stood around like retards and watched that man fall from the sky. Not one of us jumped up to save him. Clearly our full, fast, functioning brain, whilst we are in close proximity, didn't help us decide what to do in that situation. So we still have our flaws. That said, I did not simply let her go this time. Mutsu and I went in pursuit after she nearly killed that man. I engaged all aerial communications, and she has disappeared.
If you truly think her intentions are unknown, the man could have been collateral damage. You smacked her pretty good, which she couldn't have been thrilled about.
That's what worries me. I think she's into a bit of the slap and tickle, if you know what I mean. She's capable of putting up far more of a fight. We interrupted something. Whatever it was will determine our next move.
I'll cross-reference all records that we have on her. A big criticism I have of this team is our lack of data collection. For times like this, it helped to have more detailed reports and documentation.
You'll eventually learn that the battlefield is more than just intel. But keep me abreast of your findings. As usual, Matsu, your contribution to this discussion was incredible.
We're going to head off.
Okay, you drive safe.
Call me.
We did what we could to save her, but I'm afraid she didn't make it. Things are pretty bad in there. Mind telling me what happened?
Fire. That's what it was, and what it be fire. Let me just say again. What it was that which burned me ranch was that which was the fire. Clarify again, Will. Fire it be.
Fire. Well, that certainly does explain why it was burning. I wish I knew that going in. I probably could have done something more. Good thing we know now what it was. Do you know what caused the fire?
Would you? I say again, would you even believe me? That is to say, if told you I diddly did, believe me, you would. Would you not? I mean to say I diddly do that. If told you were, believe me, you wouldn't.
Mr. Simple Man, I've seen more than I care to admit. As a Goobrified customer of mine, subscribe to the Gooberific tier, you get a free hypothesis. Of course, it will cost you a little extra if you do want a full investigation.
So what's your current hypothesis? As I do again, your current hypothesis is what? And by that, I mean, at this present moment in time, with that which you know, would be it?
Well, with the information that I have on board, and with your help, I would have to say that my gut tells me that this ranch burned down due to the fire. I'm almost 100% convinced of this.
I would concur with that. That is to say, agree I do with that which you have put together. Knew I did money well spent, your subscription is. That said, what caused the fire is the question asked earlier you diddly did. Say I do, the asset gods must be a little confused, for it seems that the author of this tale knew not how to create other heroes of the super kind. Brain fart he must have, or attempting he is to appease his asset gods and show what a follower he be, for instead of sticking with the heroes of the super kind, the inept, he decided to open a doorway to hell itself, which brought forth what I can only describe as demons. Two beasts from hell ambushed me. Know why they were here. I do not. One dug his claws into my shoulder, a small flesh wound that both punctured the skin and cauterized the wound. That said, stumble across this place by accident. They didn't. On top of that, my operations manager, Tim, nowhere to be found. He is.
So, do we have some paranormal occurrences and a missing persons case? You should for sure commission me to investigate this for you. I am assuming that these two hell beasts you speak of were the cause of the fire, and they just disappeared after starting it. Remind me to give you some free goober juice before I go. It will help with the swelling and burning of that small flesh wound you have there.
Thank you, I do. And yes to the query answer, you diddly did. They just disappeared. It was as if they just self-destructed and returned to hell itself.
It seems as they did not want to kill you. So the obvious question is who sent them and what role the missing person plays in this. Your security system was based in this building and is up to standard, but the cameras you had looking over it were very dated.
Well, that's by design. It's the only set of cameras that aren't stored on some cloud. That is to say, off the cloud, those cameras are.
I understand. However, no camera is linked to the cloud, only the system that the cameras are linked to connects to the cloud. It's a common mistake by idiots who think they're smart and know everything about technology, but really know fuck all about it. Think of the cameras as eyes, and your system, the eyes are connected to is the brain. The eyes send the information to the brain, not the cloud. The brain then has the option to send that information to the cloud if it is set up to do so. That said, the fire destroyed all the visual evidence that was on the system your cameras are linked to. That footage would have been useful. Pity your system wasn't connected to the cloud. If you can send me a descriptive email of what the beast looked like, I'll go through my database and see if we have any matches. I'll let you know what I think. But Mr. Simple Man, I am begging you, let me give you a detailed look and try to solve this case. Oh, hey, I didn't realize we were being watched. Yes, I'm looking at you looking at me. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Goober and I run Goober Services. Flaggettsville to Cuntville and all surrounding areas are often forgotten about and neglected. You need a reliable team that has your back. Subscribe to Goober Services. We do medical responses, fire extinguishing, criminal investigation, and much, much more. Our packages are as low as $49.99 a month. Subscribe now.
Believe it or not, it's just me.
I think the warehouse guys, my house isn't too far away. Allow me to clarify. Say my home is but a stone throw away, that it is. You can access my house via 3 roads, but 2 of them are private and cut off. So the public can only use one of the 3 roads to access my house. That said, this is private land, and if you come on my land to even put a single sticker on my window, let alone burn down my barn, I will shoot your motherfucking ass. You heard me. Thank the diddly divine asset gods that there ain't another set of those demons to light my actual house on fire. That's right. I have an actual house on the farm too now. I always did. You just didn't know about it until now. You may be looking around my house and thinking, wait, ain't that old Tuna's house? Now I say again, I do. This house is not my sister's. I have a green lounge and all the assets are spun 90 degrees to the left. So this is a completely different house. But why are you so concerned about my house? So what if it looks similar to my sister's? So what if we bought the same furniture? This just shows that my sister and I both have good taste. No, I do. I say again, I know that, that I am not laying on this lounge, but clarify I will. I have not been turned 90 degrees from a standing idle position and placed here like this. I am my own man and a master of bending air. So what you see here is me levitating on my own lounge using the power of internal gas. That's right. My own air I am laying on. And if ever a chance to try it, you got recommended, I do. But goddamn diddly do, I do indeed need a break. Would it be?
I hope you're sitting down. I'll be quick. Baron showed up to my job.
It be what?
Somehow he got into my office with his crew. I'm okay, but He got me pretty good.
Mr. Simple Man, it's Elon Musk, all right? Founder of Prolapses. I know that was tough to hear, but I want you to know that your sister and daughter niece are safe. We dealt with Baron.
All right, B.
I think it is best that you join us so we can protect you and devise a plan of action.
He hung up.
I'm going to kill him. Say I do. Kill him, I will. Repeat myself, I shall. Kill him, I will. I mean, I do that which I say, and what I say, so shall it be, and be what it will. So saith me.
Until someone gets hold of him, my work here is done.
You don't want to deal with Prolapsus?
I'll admit that everything didn't go according to plan, but the message was sent. Let me worry about Alun. Hopefully they'll get reckless, and it'll bring him back out. Let them earn this bounty.
He's here.
Yes, bring him in.
Understand that you hired me, but your best bet is to watch your tone.
I ain't gotta watch nothing. What? You didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? We got something over there that's custom made for people like you. It ain't 9mm. Now tell me everything you know about him.
You're not paying me for intel. Fuck that.
Is he like you?
I don't know what you mean by that, but again, you're not paying me for intel.
So I pay you all this money and you have the nerve to withhold information. Get out. This contract is done, and good luck finding any work that's even remotely comparable.
You don't think that was a bit of an overreaction, boss?
Shut up before I fire you two. Word is spreading around. I'm gonna let this marinate for a bit. Let the streets operate. We need our businesses maintaining productivity, so let's get back to work. Hey, make sure Desmond makes it back to my office. ASAP.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Minimation. We are coming to you in front of a sold-out crowd in beautiful Flaggettsville. As usual, I'm joined by Toy Fucker, and it looks as if we are going to have an incredible show for you tonight.
That's right, Willie. Last night's Barricade was perhaps the greatest pay-per-watch event in Micro Midget Wrestling League history.
Yesterday, at the main event, we watched a brawl for the ages, and now we have a new microweight world champion.
The son of a gun finally did it, and I'm sure that...
It's Barry Fucktard.
Yeah, no, traveling can be nice and all, but damn, it feels good to be back in Flaggettsville. Last night, I was something that was rightfully mine, but you only know a fraction of the story. When some of the top talent jumped ship, who helped carry this company? Me. When wrestlers who had nowhere near the draw I have got top billing, I kept my thoughts to myself. I gave you classic match after classic match. You didn't give me the belt. It was rightfully mine. I'll tell you what, how about you bring your punk ass out here and tell the great people of Flaggettsville exactly why I'm no longer champion.
He's gone rogue.
We need to leave if we're going to make it on time. You still have to be prepped.
Understood. I've never liked these types of events, but business is business. Hey, Old Tuna, everything good down there?
So yeah, it's fine. I washed it last week, and it had a trim the other day. Haven't had any complaints yet.
Great. Was referring to you and Little Vaseline, though. Glad you're both settled in. Obviously, going to tonight's event is a no-go for you, but I'll fill you in on how everything goes.
You better come fill me in. Or fill me in and come. Either way, Ellen, you better do it.
Mr. Mosk, this way will take you around the checkpoints.
No. We got this metal door with a floating elevator panel set up for a reason. I'm no exception. Okay, maybe one exception. Keep up the good work, fellas.
This must be very serious. You never bring your gun to work.
Gun? No, that's my metal butt plug.
There's a change of clothes in the trunk.
I understand that this is a formal affair, but I think I'm good. I didn't even want to... What's going on, Miss Kent? What brings you in so late?
Call me Sam. Otherwise, I feel like you're addressing my brother, Clark. I left those schematics in the office. I wanted to look them over tonight.
Funny you should mention that. I'll be seeing Bernie later tonight. You thought about accepting our offer?
Of course I've considered it, but the consultant role is working out perfectly. I do appreciate you carving me out my own space. The accommodation makes it difficult to decline. I'll keep you posted. I've got some ideas that you're going to love.
That's one of the coldest pussies I've ever tapped. Let's get out of here.
Considering what happened this morning, don't you think we should have a team tail you?
Isom, be honest with me. Give me your harshest critique.
I believe you're far too comfortable, sir. You must remember how unpredictable this city can be. You're a respectable man, but that doesn't mean much to the disrespectful. You see, what it is about disrespect, sir.
You make a great point. It seems to be about disrespect that it does.
The boss sends his regards.
Lit proof glass. When did you add these upgrades?
I'm not nearly as naive as you may think, Mason. Thanks for the confirmation.
What?
You were one of the insiders who worked with Baron. This whole ordeal was a setup, and now you're trying to finish the job.
Nothing personal. Money talks.
Car. Deactivate magical bullshit front windshield emergency protections.
Magical bullshit front windshield emergency protections. Deactivated.
So this part of the comic doesn't have any dialogue, and then I don't diddly want to bore my viewers. This is why I am diddly doing a monologue in my head, you see. Many of you may be wondering just how big my asshole is. To store everything in there, I do. Well, you see, to answer that, you have to be familiar with concepts like the TARDIS. Inside is way larger than the outside. That's what it is. My asshole is the entrance to my very own personal TARDIS. It's what I call the bottomless hole. Say again, I do. The bottomless hole is what I call it. I've been warned by experts that I should not attempt to climb inside my own hole. Paradox, they say it will cause. That said, attempt many times I have. But flexible enough, I am not. Mrs. Blinken.
Sorry to show up unannounced, but I don't have your number.
No problem at all. I was just on my way out that I was, which is to say on my way out I was. Is everything all right? Well, that's kind of a stupid question to ask the wife of the man who runs your farm, which has diddly disappeared, but figured a dumb writer wrote this so best I ask it anyways.
Well, Abe never came home last night and he's not answering his phone. This isn't like him. Have you seen him?
Oh, Abe. I've been calling him Tim this entire episode. Goddamn diddly do. Sometimes it's just tough keeping up with all the parody names one uses. I got to inform Goober since he's looking for the wrong man. I saw him right before I left for the city yesterday. Something must be up.
Mr. Simple.
Say no more. Let's figure this out. No, I diddly do that. It's starting to get late, but follow me. You should to Goobers. I think he can help us out. Explain I will once get there. We diddly do.
Welcome, welcome. Come in, come in.
Please exit the motherfucking vehicle. You have 20 seconds to comply. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Now hold up
13,
for just a moment.
12,
I say again, a moment
11,
asks you to hold up before I do.
9,
You see, this is what it is. It is that I happen to be that which Google would consider a friend indeed, and a friend in need. That said, fuck out of town I am.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, you got another one. Well done. We'll take care of your automobiles. Please follow me. Please board and secure yourself. I shall fly you to Mr. Goober.
Maximum weight has been exceeded. Please remember, Gooberbots can only hold a maximum of 2 people at any one time. Could 3 people please step off from the Gooberbot?
Oh my. How embarrassing.
Please step off from the Gooberbot. You have 10 seconds to comply. Now only shitting you.
My most humble apologies. I suppose we will be walking from here on out, as vehicles are prohibited beyond the gate entrance.
Don't you diddly worry. I got you, bro. Sorry, I am for that, which is the short notice given to you. I diddly did.
No worries. I tried to get set up as soon as I saw your text. Thanks for taking me up on the offer.
I don't remember when I sent you the text. The comic book doesn't say. That said, I presume it is possible that I sent you a text on the way here. That it is.
Simple Man mentioned that you'd be tagging along. Nice to meet you. I've only met your husband passing. Good man.
I hope that you can help. I'm still a little confused as to what's going on.
That's because you showed up to my house in the middle of me doing my shit. Of course, the author thought I couldn't just shoot you away. So here you are. Naturally, you will be confused. So diddly forgive me for repeating myself, but think I do that only right. It is that Mrs. Blinken let in we do on what happened this day. When arrive, I diddly did at the warehouse, opened diddly door was, walked in, I did diddly did, and Abe, his name is Abe, not Tim. Hope got that info earlier too. You diddly did Goober. But as I was saying, walked in, I diddly did, and Abe was to be found nowhere within. Ambush, I was by 2 beasts who came directly from hell itself. They whispered sweet nothings to me before setting the warehouse on fire. This is when they diddly disappeared.
Oh, what?
There was no sign of human life. Your husband wasn't... You didn't catch her?
I thought you were going to catch her. Say again, I do. Thought I diddly did. I catch her, you would have...
Take her to a medical wing and give her whatever she needs. You knew she would fall out, didn't you?
First of all, who the hell says fall out? It's faint. And yes, I assumed as much. Abe says she can be a bit dramatic. But let's get this figured out. The beast was some demon-looking things and packed a punch. Clearly they were there to see me. Wait a minute now. Why am I telling you this information if I have already supposedly contacted you via text? I mean, come on now. Either I texted you all the information and let you know that I was coming with Mrs. Blinken, or I didn't, and I am telling you now. This author seems to want to have it both ways and doing my head in. I can't work under these conditions. It's like having a script but not having one.
Calm down, Mr. Simple Man. We all know the script was written by a retard who simply filled out a page of bullet points to cover. It was then handed to a few different underpaid ghostwriters to fill in the blanks. Let's just assume that you contacted me with all of this information already, but we'll talk about it anyway, just so the readers can see that we're doing something. That said,
that's my catchphrase. Why are you speaking like I speak?
Remember who wrote this story? We all have no personality of our own. Instead, we simply share the same personality. That's why we all sound the way we do. There's only so much a parody can do to give us that which the author doesn't know how to give. That said, I have as thorough a database as you can imagine, and I've never heard of anything that fits that description. But after catching some sample of the blood trail you left, you know that blood that was burned and cauterized at the scene that you apparently left? I did a quick analysis. There was a trace of bullshitologism.
Bullshitologism? What the hell is that?
Bullshitologism is like a molecule, but not. It's not present in human DNA, but every time I come across it, a peculiar type of being was involved.
You're losing me.
There are things that we can scientifically identify that helps us understand life. With human DNA, think of it like this. We all have our own unique scripts, but the actors are the same.
So kind of like this comic book, we all have our unique scripts, but we actors are all the same. So this clone, for lack of a better word, is from a different studio.
He's in a completely different industry. The last time I saw this, I was working abroad. We found traces from remains of a creature that had to be from the Under-Earth. That's what we're calling hell in this story. The Under-Earth.
So You believe the beasts are from the same place as this?
Well, that's what the script is telling me. At least of a similar makeup. Wait, just a minute. How's your scratch already healed? That goober juice isn't that good.
Popped a couple of painkillers I diddly did. Assure you that this thing diddly didn't come from me. What happened in the previous case?
Okay, we're about to enter some dark territory. We were both very young during the Great War of Separation. How much do you know about the factions?
As with any war, there's more to it than we diddly know. I understand the basics. Flex is one and Baldwin is the hero. Of course, there are some conspiracies.
At least one of them I can personally confirm. Paranormal subjects took advantage of this turmoil and made moves. There are other creatures that are nearly identical to this. We believe dozens of them appeared during the war. However, the sightings were concentrated near one area, at least until they weren't.
I'm assuming that's where you came in, because even though we just established that we were both young during the Great War, after hearing all this backstory, I am going to now assume that Goober was there because, of course, he was.
Correct. I was about 4 years old. An odd earthquake rocked where I was living, and days later, a carcass was discovered by a private investigator. I was contracted to take a look, and I had a feeling. Had a feeling that the earthquake wasn't a coincidence. The mystery lies in the fact that it was the furthest southwestern sighting. I need to do a little more research. It'll take a few days.
Look, I appreciate that you've been studying this since you were 4 years old. I also appreciate that we need to deliver this huge history dump of information for the readers. Fact is, this could have been distributed throughout this episode and the previous one in smaller bite-sized chunks in a variety of ways. What I am saying is that I just don't have time to wait around for you to figure out more to this story.
You do if you want to figure out what happened to Abe. We have to connect the dots. As for the history lesson, well, I didn't write this tale. All I can do is attempt to deliver it in a way that doesn't bore the viewers. In the meantime, there's someone I want you to visit.
Why exactly am I paying you?
Because I'm Goober. I need you to do this. Let's not waste any more time. There's a resource about an hour west near the mountains. It doesn't exactly appear on your phone map. There lives one of my greatest sources of intel. Tell her everything. She's the only one who would know if something weird is happening in this area. Again, I repeat, tell her everything. She's not the type to talk on the phone, but this will get you in. I'll have some more information once you get back. We'll take care of Mrs. Blinken.
Goodbye, take care.
Goodbye.
Drive
You
safe.
will be missed.
If it isn't one thing, it's another. I figured I could afford diddly dare to arrest. O'Tuna says she's in prolapsus protection, but our enemies care nothing about exhaustion. A problem for you, a window of view opportunity for them. Hold up a minute. A window of view opportunity. You, who the hell edited this comic book? Oh, that's right. No one. What it should diddly be, so saith I, is this. A window of opportunity for them. How the hell do you screw up my own internal monologue? Well, I suppose I am a self-insert, and the inserter does have brain issues, so much so that there are times where I could order a pizza and get it delivered between the pauses that this self-insert has during speaking. That said, I digress. This is a life that chose me. Blood-born.
Mr. Simple Man, I hope you enjoy your finished product. Your new uniform is approximately 1 pound heavier than your previous model due to the additional material needed based on your weight gain since we last saw you. It is made of a bullshitologist material and is a true one of a kind. The shock absorption can handle great falls.
It's time I embrace it. Without regret. Without thought. Without indecisiveness.
I am disgusted by the old design of your waistband. It was rather pointless. I've given you a belt that is built into your G-string and has actual utility. Try it on, and when you're ready, I have some ideas for attachments other than your ponytail butt plug.
Goddamn diddly do. It's good to be back, that it is. With nothing else on my mind and no other real urgent thing to do, I start thinking about all these heroes that diddly have their own ability to fly as well as their own cool vehicles. I'm in a diddly costume Great costume, the bestest of bestest costumes. No other custom quite like it. And I'm getting around in a truck. Goddamn diddly truck. Why have the asset gods forsaken me with this truck? I diddly not know. I suppose I should talk about something since these pages are just me driving. Driving to a set of coordinates that Goober did diddly give me. No, not where I am going, nor been there before have I yet. Trust Goober, I do. Goober has me in the middle diddly nowhere with coordinates. But a good truck is a good truck. That it is. I can't see jack shit and no signal my GPS is getting. Oh man, what the dilly dog? Damn dingleberry is that? Castle, shit looking castle, but a castle nonetheless. A castle smack diddly dab in the middle of Flexus. In the middle of Flexus of all places, a castle stands to be fair to Goober. It makes sense. This is the type of real estate you think a helpful person would prefer. In this line of work, you either suspend your sensibilities or someone or something would do it for you. You don't just expect the unexpected. You embrace your ignorance and learn to understand it. I've not seen everything. I can only be surprised by insisting that I have. Hello. I was sent here by Mr. Goober. What good is this supposed to do me? What the dilly hill? Whoa. Where did you all come from? Is that fucking dragon? Goddamn diddly dragon, dude.
Stand down, unless you want to die.
I'm not fond of threats. Again, I say threats fond of I am not. That is to say, threats of any kind, not very fond of I am. Allow me to clarify my position when I say threats. I mean, I do that which may be intended for yours truly. Those types I am diddly definitely not fond of.
And I'm not fond of your presence. Who are you?
I am a very simple man. That is to say, my name is a very simple man. Go by I do, Ericsom. Ericsom is that which go by diddly do. Hereby I say repeat I do, hereby a mutual friend I am. To clarify and answer. That which you did diddly ask of me, Ericsom I be, mutual friend here sent me.
Stop your yapping, boy. Goober sent you. Very well. What is it that it is which you think it is that you want?
So that golden ticket wasn't some kind of key card.
Did it look like that could be of use anywhere on this property? Now, don't tell me you have that Goober sent you he did and friend of Goober's claim you be. Explaining you shall your arrival at this very property which happens to be mine. Or escorted off these premises you shall indeed be.
Ambush I was by two beasts. Say again I do. Two beasts ambushed me at my warehouse. Burn down my warehouse be by the two beasts which spawn from hell itself. Missing my ranch hand is clarify I shall. My ranch lead has gone missing. Goober thinks that help you can. That he does.
Did these beasts happen to have horns, I ask? Ask again, I shall. Horns these beasts from hell did have. Ability to emit flames too? I would say yes.
They diddly did do that, which say you diddly did. How know you this? Let my security cameras were to a crisp. They did diddly burn. So permit me to ask again, how diddly did you know of this?
Follow me, I say. Follow me, you should. To me, you were by Goobers deal with these types of beings all the time, do I? See, I do that your get up, but far more mythical these things be, and a punch fare greater than that you received in the city you did. There's been an influx of hellion activity in this area. I've dealt with them as they've come, that I have. But this is concentrated. Something be drawing them here that I say.
Hellion. What the diddly do is Hellion?
Those creatures look like they could be from hell. Do they not?
Are you fucking shitting me? This is the best the writer could come up with. Hellion. Hellion, because they're from hell. Come on now. Didn't we just establish we were calling hell the under earth or some shit like that? And now we're back to hell.
Hey, now watch your tongue. I'm 195 years old and I don't need to be hearing that fucking language. You feel me? Also, don't blame me. I didn't write this story. I just rolled with it.
I guess it is what it is then.
That it is. It most certainly is what it is. But have you considered what it be if it is not what it was?
If consider I do that what it be is not what it was, then what be it, then for that which it was is now not.
Yes, indeed. And now what it is not becomes that which it is to be.
I do see. And so much sense it now makes. Clarified many a thing you just have, and thank you a dilly do. If you be in this line of work that you say you be in, you know that there is only one hell.
That is technically true, yes. And satisfies the author's Christian beliefs. That said, there is still a matter of perspective, you see. Every culture has their own version of what we call hell. It is a common theme that it is. That is to say that the common theme is a fiery underground, where that bad people reside. You know that hell is a specific, unique place. But not all of the cultural tales are bogus. There are countless realms that fit these descriptions. Different planes. Different realms that you can just walk up to or visit.
Like diddly different universes.
No, that's fiction in all sense. Instead, look at it more like dimensions. A pocket of space that the naked eye cannot see, that it can't. With the proper atmospheric bullshit manipulation, that space becomes tangible. Say again, I do. Tangible that space becomes. A hell of there, TJ. What it be?
Bloodstain it be well, that it be. And you it be.
It definitely be that it is.
So guessing I am that's where the wolves and dragons are from. These other dimensions speak of you do.
Sometimes I bring back gifts from the travel. That is to say that gifts I bring back from my travels, sometimes I do. You know that those beasts weren't from the hell. How so know this you do?
Let's just say that what it is that I would have known if they were that I would have. What I do need to figure out is why they set my warehouse on fire. That is to say, on fire my warehouse, they set and know why I need to. My warehouse lead has gone missing, and I suspect they diddly do have a lot to do with it.
I haven't sensed any interdimensional activity that I haven't, but got here somehow they diddly did. I've disposed of one about 50 miles north. Let Goober figure out why they're here, I will. Want them gone do. Far too close they are for my liking.
What does that even diddly mean?
Believe I do that travel here the old-fashioned way they did. My birds have taken interest near the caves in the mountains. Normally I do more research before making a move, but with you here, I say we check it out ourselves. This isn't random. I can guarantee that your employee is there or alive. Tell me, what can you do?
I have a family emergency that I need to tend to. I will not be dying before it is diddly dealt with. No, I do. They're coming. The beast of problem won't be.
Avoid the question you do. Kind of feels like the author thinks his mystery box approaches are entertaining to people. Very well. We both have vested interest in this ordeal, so let's get to it.
Is there like a map or something in that thing?
This thing happens to be a book. Books are things people used to use to share knowledge. Understand I do why you, a self-insert, would know not what a book is. But to answer your question, no. I was just refreshing my memory. Let's go. You can hitch a ride with me if you can keep up.
It be what? Now, some of you may be wondering just how do I get what I need from within my own asshole and such. Well, as you know, the inside is my own personal TARDIS. That said, I don't just randomly reach in and grab my phone or my glasses. No, I have ass monkeys which work inside. That's right, ass monkeys, and they bring me what I need when I need accordingly. That said, not just anyone can train and get ass monkeys to work for them. It takes pure genius and talent and such, much like that which I myself have. Every now and then I'll shove in a bunch of bananas and feed them. That's the key for a long, fruitful relationship, you see.
Wait, you could have. At least know we do the right place and we are.
My ass monkeys and I have what is known as a symbiotic relationship. But enough about my ass monkeys. Let's get back to the story.
It's getting a little dark in here. Let me bring some light to our situation. Now that's much better.
Is that blood I do diddly see on your hand?
Why, yes it is. It most certainly is blood. The purest of magic from the purest of blood. They call me Blood Stain.
I don't see no cuts on you. Where now you get that blood from, ass to do?
My blood is from the purest of sources. Much like you yourself have a holy power, I too have my own. This here is period blood. I control my own cycles, and it is where my power stems from that it is.
Goddamn diddly do. Sometimes regret I do asking that, which I now know the answer to.
That sounds to me like a you problem. Come on, let's get moving. This is a colony. There's too many. We need to retreat. God damn it.
Diddly do. These are the same creatures that set fire to my warehouse. I'm searching this cave for aid. You can leave if scared you are.
Then give me a minute. It's been a while since tried this I had.
What the diddly hell are you?
What the diddly hell are you?
I don't diddly know about you, but that gave me the biggest chub I've ever experienced. We should fuck.
I'm sorry, little man, but I'm a virgin. If I so much as flick my bean, I lose my power. I'd rather save myself for the right man worthy of losing my power to.
I believe I am that man. We'll talk later. Let's get through this cave. Wherever this leads, there's bound to be more of them. You think we need a plan?
I want them out of this cave, but that isn't viable now. Especially since we don't know why they're here. I accompany you, I will, to find any leads on your employee. I have what I've come for. Unless you have something else up your sleeve, we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Let me handle the beast. Stay on the lookout. You should for any trace of humans.
Question. Why are we running when a moment ago we were walking?
Question not the asset guys for a plan they must have. The previous panel walking we were, but this panel sense a conversation we are having. Running we must be. Worry not though, the next panel we be walking again. See? Told you I did.
None unreal.
Look over there. That giant butthole looking thing and such. That has to be something. While I was gazing at the giant butthole, it got my brain to thinking. My brain spoke to me and me to it. An idea was formulating and I could not wait to try it out.
I've seen those before. They're like storage units. They're more efficient than you'd think.
I really don't need the history. I'll handle the beast. Do you think you can get up there?
I don't need a boost.
What now?
You heard me. A boost. A leg up. Unless you know where the stairs are, launch me up there and I'll figure it out.
I got a way better idea. Jump into my asshole and I'll shoot you over there.
I'm not jumping into your asshole.
Don't worry, my ring stretches. It's flexible and spacious within.
I don't diddly care how spacious your insides are. Nor do I diddly care how wide your ring stretches. I said I am not jumping inside your asshole.
Look, we don't have time to argue this. Jump in my asshole and I'll shoot you over there.
No, that may work with other women, but not this one. How about we stick with the original plan? Give me a fucking boost.
Some of you may have noticed that my plus symbol on my utility G-string has changed colors. Why, you may be asking yourself. Well, had you had purchased the trading cards, you would know now, wouldn't you? Now, this never ever happens in the comic. That said, in this story it does, and it does because my asshole is reversing gears. Mention what this new power is I shall not, because mystery box my mystery hole is. It seems that when fighting these beasts, blowing out and such just diddly does not cut it. So my new strategy is to reverse that which it is that I was be doing. Much like my own internal Pokemon game, I'll capture them all. That I will.
Let's hope this diddly works. They're all dead.
They are, yes. But we're not all dead.
Is that be you, Abe?
No, it's not Abe. This be Tony the Frog. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I can't say that I have. Nor can I say I have ever spoken with a man-sized frog before.
I get that a lot. So, what are you doing here?
I be looking for a friend of a friend. His name be Abe. That it be.
Hold on a minute. Hey, are you Abe?
Yeah, that be me. Why, who's asking?
Yeah, that's him. He wants to know who's asking.
Oh, see, I do what I do see. Well, he doesn't know me. That said, Bloodstain is my name. Tell him I'm a friend of his friend and I am here to rescue him.
Okay, hold on a minute. She says her name is Bloodstain and that she is a friend of your friend. She says she's here to rescue you.
Her name is Bloodstain. That is a very evil-sounding name. I don't know, Mr. Frog. What if this is a trap? I don't know if I can trust her. What if she doesn't know any of my friends and is just saying she knows a friend of mine to get me?
Okay, hold on a minute. He says he doesn't know if he can trust you and thinks it might be a trap. He kind of wants proof that you know a friend of his.
Tell him his friend is a flagget that calls himself Ericsom, and if I have to answer anything more through a frog, I will kill him myself.
Okay, hold on a moment. She said your friend is a flagget named Ericsom. She also said that if she has to answer anything more, she will come over and kill you herself.
Okay, so my options are to ask her for more proof and she will come and kill me or stay here and die. Or I suppose I can put my trust in her. Okay, Frog, tell her I'll be there in a minute. I just need to pee.
I'll tell her. Okay, he said he's coming, but he'll be a minute as he needs to go to the little boy's room.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Very well, Tony. May I call you Tony? Do you wish to be rescued from this place too? Ask I do.
Rescued. No. I don't need rescuing. I'm just sitting here owning my enemies. I'll be fine. In fact, if you want to own your enemies too, just donate to the Frog. Together we can both own our enemies.
So a very simple man is out there?
That was quick.
I couldn't go, I got nervous.
As for a very simple man. Thought I did his name be Ericsom. We'll formally introduce ourselves another time.
You blasting us out of here?
Blasting us out? Boy, I blasted me in here. I don't know what I can do with this, but I'm gonna take a couple of samples and see if I can somehow identify the slain later.
There ain't no way he can handle them all.
I do diddly indeed know. He's buying us some time. How do we get down?
Fucked if I know. They ain't using stairs. How'd you get up here?
Not by myself. And I don't have much else in me. Listen, I'm going to make platforms to take us down. You will not be able to stand on them, but they will hold us up momentarily. Can you run?
I have not eaten in days, but I think I'll be alright.
Didn't ask if you were hungry. If this is going to diddly work, we will need to be in unison. If we make it down, hit the tunnel, and diddly, don't stop running.
We ain't just leaving a very simple man, are we?
He's the only one that can fight them in our current states. We didn't come this far just to have you killed, and this is not the time for stubbornness. Now, I know I stressed to you earlier about how important it is that we are in unison for this run together. That said, I'm not going to give you a countdown or any warning. I'm just going to randomly pick a time to start running and hope you can not only keep up, but keep in unison You know, because it was that important a thing you tell you about earlier that it was. But don't you diddly dare blame me. I didn't write this tale. I can only abide by that which was written.
Come on, get up.
Run you should. Go now.
You got any more plans?
They're with me.
So you can run again now, can you?
Apparently so. Comic book says I now can.
Now that your little pack of friends are here, we can go back to help a very simple man.
No, there's only 2 of them. I'm glad that he was smart enough to bring them here.
He?
Yes, he. My dragon. The author is writing it as some kind of page reveal, but the readers already know who he is. Author's just fixing a plot hole.
Oh, I see. I'm guessing the author needed to fix a plot hole about how the wolves got to this cave.
Exactly. So he thought he would be clever and do this reveal to you from me about my dragon.
I suppose it does the job. Lazy writing, but does the job. Jesus, he'd be big.
Let's go.
What about the dogs?
Now correct you, I diddly didn't end the comic. But this is no comic. Those are not dogs. They are wolves. They'll be able to hold their own. They'll follow us out.
1 left. Told you I diddly did that spacious my asshole is. Make quick work of this one, I shall. Seems a little larger than the other ones I've dealt with. That said, it could just be how the damn comic book was drawn. Some of you doubted that enough space my asshole might have to be able to deal with that which hell itself unleashed upon us within this very cavern. That said, like to think of myself, I diddly do as an angel. That's right, an angel. You may be familiar with the angel of death, or the angel of war, or the angel of love. I myself believe I am the angel of ass. That's right, the angel of ass. And it's now time to deal with this last demon ass before me. Time to get in my asshole.
Access denied.
What the hell?
Access
Get in
denied.
my asshole. Something isn't working right here. Tell my ass monkeys I need to. What the diddly demon shit? Oh, consulting with my ass monkeys. I have begun. Seems to do that renovating my ass TARDIS. They are apparently ready for the influx of visitors. They were not, and now out of space they are. Creating and expanding the jailing center they have started, but finished before this battle is, it will not be. Whilst monologuing to myself, I have noticed that this particular beast from hell is starting to heat up. My guess would be, since you used fire they did to burn my warehouse down, fire it will be that this beast of hell may start using. Yep, it was fire. Learn to doubt myself less I need to.
You are a cunt, 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 cunt. But if that stinking cunt said it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me, what an asshole this would be. I'm out of luck, don't give a fuck, cause you're the cunt, not me. Why don't you go fuck yourself, dickhead? You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A big fat stinking cunt. You say it ain't true, but I'm gonna tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt. Why don't you shut that scabby cunt mouth before I fuck up your face? Fuck out of my goddamn fucking face. I try to be real nice, say it twice, good advice, even though it's futile. Fucking imbecile. I don't know why I try to deny this nagging itch. You may maniac. Gonna get you back, you fucking son of a bitch. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A big fat stinking cunt. Say it ain't true when you tell me you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. Motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your details you're a big fat stinking cunt.
I have underestimated this human that I have. Our presence is no longer that which is necessary. All that has been confirmed that it has. He that is that which was here must be eliminated, that he most diddly must be. We will go scorched earth on him.